Genji 2 is an action game which is based on Japanese history. Being based on history, the stages of the game will also be based on famous battles which actually took place in ancient Japan. So here's this giant enemy crab.
Damn, I had something right for the start. I was thinking about it today and now I can't remember.
What was it about? Was it a video game?
It was probably about a video game.
Oh. You say that.
Can't be certain.
Was it Monster Hunter? I've been playing Monster Hunter.
No, it wasn't Monster Hunter. I don't know how I feel about Monster Hunter right now.
No? I know, you didn't seem like you're having fun.
Like, I went on the subreddit today and there was a guy hating the Omega fight and just praising like the GOG fight. And I'm like, did we fight the same things? Like, I can't, he's like, I want traditional Monster Hunter. I don't want these roles and I don't want enmity and all. And I'm like, the Omega fight was the most fun I've had in any Monster Hunter game, except maybe like the end game of Worlds, like Vitalis and stuff.
I mean, that's part of the problem, is that the least Monster Hunter like fight was the best one.
I guess maybe yeah. You don't like this version, which that's fine. I just, there's so much grinding and I don't like the GOG fight, which is what you have to grind. And AT Arkveld's next. Apparently that's what I should be doing. That's got like the best armor set for Greatsword right now. At least one piece of it. It's like the best new armor set is AT Arkveld and it's just the helm. Like, well, maybe.
They did add the emblem, the battle earned emblem or something. I forget the exact name of it at the moment. That you can turn into like a bunch of different stuff. So that's like the new way to get a bunch of things, which is really nice because all the new 10-star quests give it.
Cool. I think we'll try AT Arkveld this weekend. But for now, we'll start the episode. Welcome to the Giant Enemy Crab Podcast. Hey! Yay, we're here. We'll do the thing. Yay. Not Jacob. He doesn't do the yays. He's not about that yay life. I am your co-host Fliz. I'm joined by two wonderful people, as I've already mentioned, Strider1.
I don't think he was expecting you to mention him first.
What are we doing here?
I've just been flamed, so I'm staying silent. That's all.
Flamed? I did not flame you at all. I just said you didn't do the yay. You're not a yay person.
He was basically paraphrasing what you just said.
Dang, that's what you took out of that? My God.
Yes, because I know you.
Okay, we need to. I wasn't flaming you at all. You know what? Fine. Fuck you. We're also joined by KylarEmiya.
Hello.
There he is. And we are here with some news, maybe some game reviews, maybe some stuff going on this week. We'll just start off with what y'all been playing this week.
Monster Hunter. I was playing some Monster Hunter Wilds the last couple of days, trying the new patch. It's actually, I'm so happy that the game's running and there's things to do because they brought all the events back, so I can do all the stuff that I missed, and then I can do all the things, and it's a lot of fun. I've also been playing my time at Sandrock too, because I wanted to do like more like kind of farming crafting sims, so I've been playing that game quite a bit this week.
I saw you playing it, and then I went to check it out on the store page, and I left.
Oh yeah, you definitely would not want to play one of these. I play so many of these life sim games, and this one's actually like really fun, just because there's so many different things you can do, and it's more like crafting stuff than just farming things, which is really nice. Or it's kind of like there's like things you can go fight, and there's like resources collect in different ways. And one thing that's interesting is that like one of the resources you need to build stuff is wood, right? Because that's like a resource, obviously. But you live in the desert, and it's illegal to chop down the trees because they need those. So you have to go through a bunch of different ways to actually get wood, and getting resources is a lot different. There's many different ways to do it than a lot of other games. I've been enjoying it a lot. It's a fun little game. I definitely get it if it's on sale.
How do you get the wood if there's no wood in the desert?
You have to like scavenge it out from like where you can find it. Finding dead trees that are just about, you can get it from there as well. There's some places that sell it too, but certain events that happen can change like the prices of things. And also water is very like scarce resource, and you need it to run a lot of your machines too. So being able to collect water is something that you also have to manage on top of like everything else. It's a pretty fun game. It's very, very like I've lost hours to it where I'm like, okay, once I finish this day, I'm done. And then 2 hours pass by and I'm definitely not done.
I'm still scarred by Subnautica, my first try at the game where I just could not figure out how to get like water going, and I would just die of thirst over and over again until I didn't want to play anymore. Maybe there's a better way. All I knew is that you could eat fish sometimes and it would cure your thirst. I don't know how that works, but some fish would do it. Eventually I figured it out on the second time I tried, but yeah, I'm scarred. I'm hurt. I'm deeply thirsty from that game. Strider, what you been at?
The two things I've been playing is more Rabbit and Steel when people ask me to play, and then I've also been starting to go through Lim's Company because I saw.
And that's
what were you
that's
saying?
that card game, like card battle. The game you said that like it looks like I feel like I would like it, but y'all told me not really to play it because it's too much story.
Yeah, I'm there for the story, like because right now, like nothing that I've been doing is challenging enough that like I just don't need to hit win rate, but the win rate button for clashing, which basically just it's an auto battles and tries to make it so that you have the highest chance of winning each interaction per turn. But the only time I have to pay attention is when I get to a boss fight, where you have to read what the boss does, because if you do it wrong, it will usually just kill you.
Now, but this is like in a trio of games or something.
Yeah, it's the third one. It's Project Min's newest game. It's their live service game. Because I saw some stuff that happens in the most recent story section they released, and I was like, it made me want to go back to and actually give it a shot. So I've been playing through and reading. Like I just finished getting through all of the stuff that was in there at launch. So I'm starting to get into the stuff that they added. And usually with games like this, with stories, is the further along you go, the better it gets. Because they get their footing. They established like what they should be doing in this type of format. And from what I understand, each story section chapter, the cantos, is better than the last one.
Oh shit! Yeah. I might have to check out one of them. I like stories. I listened to Worm all the way through. That's a story.
Yeah, no, because they are pretty difficult in the fact that there's a lot of information in some fights that you need to know. Like there's an infamous one in the new chapter that you basically have to make sure you do mechanics right, or the boss just rips you to shreds. Which is kind of how most of their things do, where it's if you don't understand what it's asking you to do, you're just gonna get hardwalled. But one nice thing about this game compared to others is that there's just a way to grind for any of the previous released like character equivalents. Because in this game, you have your 12 cast of characters, but the way they do like the gacha element type thing is they have like parallel universe versions of the characters that you can use, so they have different abilities and like based around different status effects. But with the resource you get from playing like the roguelike mode, you can basically get anyone that isn't from the previous season or the current season. Actually, I think the current season ones are allowed. It's the previous seasons aren't. You cannot dispense them until the season after.
Okay, cool.
But it's definitely from what I understand, one of the most generous free to plays, because you can just eventually get whatever you want. There's no randomness to it.
Cool. That's what I like. I'm What was I playing that? Oh, I guess it's Monster Hunter, where we were lamenting that you can't just like make the thing you want and you have to RNG these fights over and over. And even that's kind of, even like the Omega nodule or whatever was a pain in the ass because you do like 4 or 5 runs and get nothing and then do one and get 2 or 3 of them. Stupid. I don't like that. Speaking of card games, it comes out next month in early access.
Slay the Spire 2 and co-op.
Slay the fucking Spire through. Oh my god.
It comes out a day before my birthday.
Oh.
So Defect got jacked.
Play it. Oh, the character.
Yeah, Defect's back in because the new trailer that revealed co-op revealed that he's coming back, but he's also jacked now. Like, he bulked up, which is interesting since he's a robot.
I might have to re-download the first one because I put so many hours into that and Monster Train on mobile. They're like the perfect mobile games. Hey Fliz, what you play this week? Oh man, I
thought my internet dropped right there is what I thought happened.
No, that's just some editing I'll have to take care of.
I'll let you guys talk about your roguelikes. You guys know I don't like them.
I just thought I completely dropped, so I was waiting to see if Discord does the connecting thing, but it wasn't doing it.
Speaking of roguelikes, I guess I just finished playing something I mentioned a long time ago, which is Holly Fighter, which is a roguelike fighting game. The demo's out now on Steam. Well, it is. Okay, there's no question mark there. That's exactly what it is. It's a roguelike fighting game. It's got the progressions. It acts just like Slay the Spire, where you pick a thing, you get a perk or a bonus if you beat it, and then you move on to the next one. The whole path thing is the same. I was hyped for it because it mentioned, it's a roguelike, which I love, and a fighting game, which I put them together. It needs a little bit of work. It doesn't feel great. Maybe I'm missing something. It's not. It does have like the cool thing in a roguelike where if you get the right augments, you can break the game kind of. But the AI struggles against projectiles and throws, just like every fighting game. And the big difference, though, is that it doesn't really feel that good to play, which it needs to if it's a fighting game. So
the thing that
I don't know. I'll maybe.
The thing that I saw when you were playing for is that it sounds bad. Is the problem? Like, there's no feedback on hits. Was like the huge thing. Like, there's sound effects for using your specials, but there's literally like next to no hit stop or sound effect, which makes it
maybe. I didn't think it was that bad. There's definitely like I'll use a super and then I'll hear the super activate twice. I don't really know how. There's no tutorial. There's no instructions. There, you just press the game and go. I'm sure that'll be added later. I think there's a lot of potential here if it's really, I don't know, fine-tuned to feel really good. But I can see why a lot of roguelike games have static play. I don't know what you'd call it, turn-based mechanics. It's just easier to manage. This needs to feel a lot better than it does to play before it's ever going to really go anywhere, unfortunately. And it's just a demo. It's still in access, so I hope they work on it. I can see it being kind of fun for a little combination of two things I like. The other thing that I've been playing this week is Silent Hill 2. And I plan on doing, like, when we can watch the movie, we can compare and contrast and all that and have a good old time on that. But the one thing I did want to mention, this is a remake, is that it's been a long time since I like sat by myself and played like a single player atmosphere type game. I'm just usually playing like competitive multiplayer stuff. I haven't really paid attention to like cinematics in games, really. the like facial animations and the acting in this game goes kind of hard. Like I was just kind of sitting there watching a cutscene, and they, like the characters will have like their individual their ticks and their mouth movements and their head movements, and it like I can tell like the actor is really trying, which must be very difficult in a green room with mocap shit on. So bravo to them. I'm still not sure if I actually like the game. I might be.
How long has it been since you paid attention to a single player like story game? Because that's been a thing for a while.
Yes, it has.
I know, but this one does it really, really well. Like I was just kind of like really focused on like the individual movements and like the pauses in between words and you know how like an actor, like kind of imagining how it would look as an actor on screen, and it's better than some movies I've seen lately.
Well, I mean, at this point,
I was just kind of impressed.
Even the movies are kind of similarly done to video games now because it's all just green screens and mocap suits. You know what I mean?
How difficult! What a terrible time to to be an actor.
Yeah, remember that article from way back with who was it?
The old guy from Lord of the Rings. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. Is it Ian McKellen? Yeah, Ian McKellen.
Maybe.
Dude, he like actually
crying.
cried. Yeah, because he was just like in a room by himself, having to pretend that there's like 5 other people in the room with him, and it's all just like CGI'd in later in After Effects. So, and he was not enthused. He did not enjoy it at all.
I mean, I thought Death Stranding, like that really kind of blew me away to play something that looked that good.
Mm-hmm.
And then Claire Obscure, like that is a phenomenal story and game, but something about like the silence and dreariness and the atmosphere and just 2 characters talking. Like I don't even like the main character of this game. I don't know what's going on with him. I don't know why the world is the way it is. I still got a lot to go. So I'm like, I was just sitting there like, I gotta like, why do people love this game aside from just the atmosphere? And then I just started watching the acting and I was like kind of impressed. So, I mean, we'll probably talk about it another time, but yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing this week.
All right, well, cool.
I guess we got news then. Kyler, what you got for us today?
Ooh, okay. Do we want to talk? We kind of brought it up a little bit last week, but do we want to talk about Ashes of Creation? Because I have kind of an update. I got kind of an update because this shit is wild.
Okay.
Ashes of Creation basically has just pretty much shut down like the studio. They fired like all of the devs. The game is still up. Like the servers are still up and running as of at least today. So you can still play the game. But as for like where the game's going to go, it's pretty much looking downhill. And there have been lots of lawsuits being thrown around now. Because I guess this game, since at least 2024, has had a board of directors that is not just Stephen Sheriff and his husband. There's actually been investors involved in this game that we never knew about until like very, very recently. And this is an important point because we have been specifically told that there is no board of directors. It is just him, is all self-funded, and the Kickstarter and all the other times you gave them money. But other than that, it is all self-funded.
Just me and my small loan of $1 million.
It's much more than $1 million. This is looking like $140 million scandal.
Oh my God.
And it's looking very, very bad because essentially what we've discovered, at least so far, is that when that Kickstarter from way back when happened, where the game got funded for over $3 million, right? Steven filed that for the company as income, not as a donation, for the game. And then he took that revenue that the game has made and went to other investors and said, look how much money your game is making, and got a loan.
Oh, no.
And took that loan and registered it as income and went to another Are you seeing the problem here? Like
he's like paying off credit cards with other credit cards and then living in a mansion.
This is like super illegal. Like you are not allowed to just lie about your revenue and to all these investors, especially when you get to the point of hundreds of millions of dollars now. As far as about, go ahead.
Isn't he like? Hasn't he been a known scammer or kind of con artist from the start? Like, are we really surprised we gave money to a thief and he stole our money?
This isn't even like our money. These are like from actual investing groups that he's been stealing this money from, essentially. And pretty much he was ousted from the company because they pretty much like have been able to seize the company back through denying funds and payroll, and they basically got him out. And they are now suing him for lying about his income and all this other stuff, right? So it looks really bad for him because this stuff is fairly easy to prove, especially because apparently they've never had a board meeting ever, which you are required to do, and they've never had one. Yeah. So that's really bad. But now on top of that, Steven is now countersuing the board, the quote rogue board of directors, and saying that they are like, we're threatening him with physical violence, and like basically this is all just a huge scheme to pull the company and the artistic vision of the game away from him and to steal his IP. So
like the non-existent board which is evil and he's suing them. Like,
yeah,
all right,
this is like crazy.
All people wanted him to do was make a good game. Why is this so difficult?
You know, and someone brought up how like Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic was made off of $100 million, and you couldn't get past level 10 with $140 million. Like, what are you guys doing? That game had multiple planets.
Like, I feel like you could... $100 million. You could do so much with $100 million. You could make. Okay, did we ever figure out what the real number for Claire was? It was 30 to 50, somewhere around there.
I think it ended up being
30's
less.
Like the low end,
wasn't it? Wasn't that what it was?
Really?
Or was it more? It was one of the two. That 30 number was wrong.
I feel like
I remember that.
Still, like, I feel like if you gave me $10 million and said make an MMO, I could pay people to make that MMO pretty quickly. I'm curious. I would love to be a fly on the wall of that house and be like, just listen to what, like, they're just bad people. Like, are they like diving into a bed full of dollar bills like fucking Scrooge McDuck while their game just flounders? Like,
I don't know.
Weird.
It is so crazy what's going on with everything there. And there's so many companies and names involved in this. I think there's like, you got everyone, like even the state of California is involved at this point, because they also violated the WARN Act by not letting all the employees know that they're about to be fired. So you have the state of California involved. There's multiple counts of embezzlement. There's conspiracy for fraud. There's all these mismanagement of finances because of, all the embezzlement, and also him marking all of his donations as income and his loans as income. Him hiding all of his assets, including selling his house to his own husband to try to protect it from all these lawsuits he knew were coming. It's just,
he's just a white collar criminal. He's like a basic ass white collar criminal who finagled his way into the gaming sphere and said, ooh, there's not a lot of regulation here. I bet I can get away with a whole bunch of shit.
The crazy thing, too, is apparently people are saying that the Ashes of Creation was actually offered to be bought by Riot Games. Riot Games actually apparently was in talks to try to purchase Ashes of Creation, which we don't know what went down with that, but it didn't go through. But that's like how large this game was at one point. And now here we are. Yeah, this is where we're at. Just absolute nonsense of everyone suing everyone. And it's just the people that threw money at each other that's suing each other.
Man, and you know who pays the price? All the fans, all the true believers who really wanted this to work.
And you for gifting me that copy of Ashes of Creation.
That's true. Yeah. I saw there was some news with Pirate Software. And no. I guess he was arguing with the Ashes of Creation moderation team. Yeah. And like presenting false evidence that that they would not do stuff that he asked them to do. They wouldn't talk to him. And it was all, and the lady who, I can't remember her name, but she came back with like, no, this is, he messaged me about this when I was actually talking about this. And yeah, he's kind of disregarding the timeline in order to make himself look better. And shocker.
Oh geez. So yeah, game's totally cooked. I don't know what's gonna happen with all these lawsuits. There's so much going on with it, but there's no way this game survives whatever the outcome is. Like whatever the outcome is, people are just gonna take their money and run. So I'm sure by whenever the server cycle for this game ends is when the game's just gonna be completely dead. That's my guess. I can't see it going anywhere.
You gotta be nicer. Steven Sheriff has been going through a really hard time. It says here that in WCCF Tech, whatever this website is, he claimed to have suffered from severe health issues due to these undue threats and pressure.
He was buried,
including a hypertensive emergency, acute kidney failure, hospitalization, and vision loss from blood pressure complications, including macular edema. This poor, he's
being crushed on all that money.
We need to start a GoFundMe.
Yeah, it landed on top of him.
Oh no, I'm suffering from success. Oh, it's too hard. That's man, I feel bad for people because, excuse me, when we first started this, you were talking about this game and how it was supposed to be like the idea behind it could have been something great, although you did have reservations from the start just due to the money and time that's been put into it. And
just the sheriff's scope. The scope alone, when you even thought about it, was absurd, and it never got anywhere close to where that was supposed to be, like nowhere near. Which isn't surprising, just because like when you look at what the game was supposed to be back when we first talked about it and what we actually got. I mean, it's just not something that was expected to really ever happen the way they envisioned it, which is normal. Like that happens all the time where people just like promise things way too big and then it just never lives up to that. That's perfectly fine. It's expected, at least in some degree. You know what I mean?
But yeah, I was just totally shocked when like I watched you play it. And after hearing all the nonsense for a year about this game, I watched you play it and I was like, this is the blandest, most generic RPG. This is definitely an RPG of all RPGs. Like I was kind of shocked that it was what it was,
It's not great. It really wasn't that great. And some people liked it, and it sucks for them because, a lot of people did spend a lot of money on this game and put a lot of time and effort, building up people just contributing to the wiki, helping people out, just trying to build the game up more, like genuinely, and just try to hold hope that it would be what they wanted it to be. And it just sucks for this project to be led by someone that just clearly is just using them. Yeah. It's not a fun time. Not a fun time.
I feel bad, kind of, because there's all these live service games that just, I was listening to a bunch of fighting game talk today, and I was thinking of like all the dead fighting games. This game is, obviously dead. New World. What was the other one that died immediately? The funny one. What's the funny game?
The funny one.
It's funny because it's dead. Oh my God, High Guard.
Oh, High Guard.
And
Same
Concord.
thing.
And I was kind of thinking, like, is there just like no space unless your game is exceptional, like Arc Raiders or something as a live service game? Is there just like it's got to be so difficult because that's what all the companies want. They want a live service game so they can make money structurally, right? They can count on when their income is coming in. It's not just like a one-hit thing and people move on. It's got to be really hard to get into that market when everybody's always like, you know, especially for an MMO, like we've tried out a couple and all I can think is like, this isn't as good as WoW or Final Fantasy. I'm done. Like that's how that works every time. It's got to be the same with fighting games. Got to be the same with the hero shooters. Like there's got to be some huge difference about it that makes it really good or else it's just dead. I don't even know why you'd sink 140 million into something like that, which obviously he didn't, but the idea of sinking that much money into something, huh?
Well, I was going to say like, yes, like these games quote die, but it's mostly because the companies just end it. You can look at multiple different MMOs and stuff that are quote dead, but you can still play them. Like New World, even though it might not have like huge player base, like technically it could still like they could still pay for the servers for whatever player base they have and just be perfectly fine. And if you don't look,
okay, well,
like,
maybe not dead, but like a failure, right?
Yeah,
like the money isn't going to be made back. You can still play them, but you know, New World ain't making all its money it spent back at this point.
Exactly. Yeah. Because they're, and depending on like with the types of game, like fighting games specifically, like they don't really need a huge audience for most of the time to just be considered successful. You know what I mean? Because
I guess I 2XKO they said they needed a huge audience that didn't work out. So
well, they expected one, but at the end of the day, a fighting game is something that requires very little structurally to just, you know, to just maintain and exist. Like you don't have to do too much to just let it be, and then you work on whatever you're working on, release it, and then so on and so forth. So it's very low maintenance. The problem is like a lot of companies will try to put so much developer time into constantly releasing new stuff that they need big payouts because they're investing so much money into it. So when that doesn't happen, that's where the huge losses come in. That's what 2XKO, you have 120 people developing the game, and it's a free-to-play fighting game, which is one of the most niche genres in gaming. Yeah, you're probably not going to make your money back. It's probably not going to happen, you know?
It's crazy because I was listening to somebody and they were saying it was probably Brian F or somebody, and they made the claim that like Deadlock itself has more concurrent players than every other fighting game combined. Like that's how niche fighting games are, which is really apparently like in the 90s fighting games were huge. Like it was and they made more money in the 90s than they ever have since. And you think like everybody has played Street Fighter 6 at this point. That's the biggest name, but it's not making like the genre is dead compared to what it used to be.
Yeah, I mean, even like player populations for fighting games, like Guilty Gear Strive is considered like a very active, successful fighting game, even right now. And they're like at 1,000 players at a time.
Yep.
Which you compare that to any game, to tell me, and that's nowhere close to any of the actual large video games. Like right now, they're at 750 people, and that's considered really good for a fighting game. So it's just one of those things. Really depends on like what you're doing. It's more the development that they're putting into it and the buyout they're expecting than actually maintaining the game itself. And MMOs are infamous for being like taking a ton of resources to even try to make.
No, you can just make a science-based dragon MMO with some free help. You can do that. That's a thing. I saw it Reddit once. They almost had it. They were so close.
They almost got to the starting line.
Almost. They had some polygon art. It was pretty cool. They were one step away from a full release. I saw.
Maybe they'll come back with the resurgence of AI, or the surging of AI. We'll finally get that dragon MMO.
On AI.
All right, ChatGPT, make me an MMO. OpenAI just explodes.
It just does it. All of the water evaporates on Earth. It's silly.
It's just the salt ocean. That's all we're left with. The salt oceans.
Dead sea. Now it's just dead. The sea is gone.
It's like that game you were playing earlier. There's just in the desert looking for old trees to make houses. That's the new game. Survive.
Survive. But yeah, that's my news for today, at least.
Beautiful. What you got, Mr. Strider?
First and foremost, PlayStation has announced that they're shutting down Bluepoint Games.
What does Bluepoint do?
Bluepoint Games, they were pretty famous for their remakes and collections, because they're the ones behind the Shadow of the Colossus remake, the Demon's Souls remake. They worked on the Uncharted collection, the Metal Gear Solid HD collection back in early 2010. I think they've done some. They supported Titanfall, the first one. They also helped with God of War Ragnarok, and then they got purchased quite a few years ago by Sony, and then they were told to work on, if I'm remembering correctly, a live service God of War game. And then,
oh my God.
Yeah, and then that never worked out. So Sony just went, "It's not working out. We're shutting your studio down." So they never put out a game under Sony. They got purchased by Sony, put on a live service thing, and then immediately shut down. Like,
what do you mean a live service God of War game? We have Smite, and it's so bad. Like, just look at that. Like, what are we doing? Especially to lose a team that has that kind of track record and to just squander it. Yeah. Why are we doing this?
I believe it was a God of War game. I know it was a live service game, and I think the rumors were there was God of War. But they announced, I think, last year that they were canceling it. And then a year later, now they've just announced that they're closing the studio. So people were like,
"Ass."
Thanks, Sony, for buying it and then shutting it down without it ever coming out with anything. And their remakes were pretty solid. The Demon's Souls one was very atmospheric. People love the Shadow of the Colossus remake.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. I guess that's just a victim of commerce or something. Like, I guess your track record and quality doesn't really matter when somebody at the top is making really weird decisions. What are you laughing at?
Oh, just the it's just crazy to me how many studios that they've closed now, because they bought a bunch of these studios like around the same time, I think. And how many have they closed on? Like 5 of them or something. It's like kind of crazy. And I think of like Bungie. Like, at least Bungie's doing okay. Oh, Bungie.
Is it? Fucking no, Destiny's on hospice care. Like,
I am so excited to see how Marathon does. Oh man.
Oh, next month is gonna be volatile. It's gonna be great. Oh, it's not gonna be great.
they released Concord and just you just can't make it up. It's insane. I wonder if
that's like, it's just really frustrating. Like, they can keep putting out bullshit, but because of their old record, like, people still want to see what they're gonna do. And then this other company with a super fine track record of remakes just gets shut down. Like, all they did was print money. What are we doing?
They got acquired and then they stopped printing money and they got put on a live service game. And nothing came of it. So now they go bye-bye. Like, one bad game or one failure in this industry right now because of the long development cycles means your studio could just explode. No matter like what your previous track record is.
Man,
you think when the PS6 comes out, they're gonna buy a bunch more studios?
If it ever does, I think Steam Deck and PS6 are looking at like I think Steam Deck is you can't buy it right now because of the prices. I think
The
American
RAM
Steam
shortage,
Decks are out of service. Right? Yeah, the RAM shortage. And I also saw something that the PS6 is going to be delayed due to the RAM shortage as well.
Yeah,
I thought my computer.
Yeah, because it's the old Steam Deck, the OLED, right, is out of stock, and then the LCD 256 gigabyte version is just not being produced anymore for the Steam Deck. Once it's sold out, then there'll be no more of that version available.
Oh yeah, Valve is ending production of the original Steam Deck LCD models. Well, you can still they're going to OLED, which is fine.
Yeah, but, it's the old LCD. Like I think the 256 is stopping production. The 512 might still be available.
What's crazy is like even this month Western Digital announced that they have completely sold out of hard disk drives for the entire year that they were planning to have. They sold all of them, so they are now out. So it's not just RAM anymore. Now we're starting to run out of storage too, which is kind of crazy considering the hard disk drives are like our cheapest and largest version for like residential use, and now Western Digital just ran out of them. So I don't think that Steam machine is coming. I don't think that's going to be a thing.
Oh my god.
And they did clarify that yes, they sold it to a bunch of AI data centers. So in case you were curious, but I didn't think it was obvious.
1 second to check something. Because because the PlayStation Studios boss stated that that Bluepoint was shut down on challenging industry environment despite jumps in profit, right? Okay. But this dude's track record is kind of insane. Like
how so?
Okay, because he's shut down Japan Studios, which it was merged with what was it merged with? It was merged with I think Team Asobi. The one I'm thinking of. So the guys behind Astrobot. And Japan Studios has a pretty solid track record because they've worked on Bloodborne, Ico, Ape Escape, the original Shadows of the Colossus, Patapon, Knack, a bunch of stuff.
They're kind of massive.
Yeah, they shut them down because I think they wanted to focus on Western developers. Then he picked Concord to be a project, like to be one of their focal points. He's also the reason why I believe they're focusing on like all the Horizon spin-offs that are showing up, like the Lego one. He's trying to do all these spin-offs, and then they do this where they just blow up Bluepoint. So Sony has a track record right now.
But the PlayStation 6 is gonna come out and it's gonna fix all of our problems. And Wolverine's coming out.
Yeah, it's gonna fix all of our problems. It's just gonna blow up and kill you. Like, bam. We'll solve the shortage of these computer parts and other things by just simply culling a third of the gaming population with explosives.
I wish you would have bet PlayStation 6 is just gonna be like a virtual machine that you can purchase.
It's just a PS5 with a screen like bolted onto the side.
It's like those old fucking Segas where you just jack in the extra cart and it.
Like, what is We're gonna get expansion packs. We're gonna bring back expansion packs. Oh my god!
And you can hook a rumble pack up to the controller. It'll be great.
You know what you just reminded me of? I was at the store the other day. They make a screen you can attach to the PlayStation 4, which I did not know was a thing. Like it literally attaches to the very top of the console. You just flip it open and you just fucking play on it like that. I forget who makes it.
That's pretty cool.
It is
portable gaming.
Real quick, Sony makes as a company, they make most of their money through games. and like subscription fees. And of that, somewhere from like 20 to 50% is strictly through like add-ons, like shark cards.
Yeah.
And fucking FIFA cards. So
unsurprising.
I can see why live service, like I guess if that's where so much of their revenue comes from, is from DLC purchases or add-ons for live service games, if it's that big of a chunk, I can kind of see why you would just dump off everything that's not like that. Because not only are you getting rid of something that won't, like, you can have that game that sells, I don't know, 500,000 copies. It's like a drop in the bucket compared to what they're making off of shark cards.
Yeah.
On top of that, you're also kind of getting rid of, in a weird way, you're getting rid of the competition for your shark cards, even though you created the competition yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can see that.
Financially, there's a reason that they do this. Holistically, it sucks.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the devs got to work on it for like 5 or 6 years. You know, they had a job for that long. It just still sucks. How many jobs have left the gaming market at this point?
I could ask AI, but you're going to get an AI answer.
Ooh.
This year alone?
Sure.
Or like
last year.
2025?
Yeah, last year.
I think the answer, according to ChatGPT, roughly 45,000 jobs.
Oh my God.
Well, that's from 2022 through 2025. I remember we went into this a lot, and a lot of this is due to basically the gaming industry blew up for a little bit because of COVID, and everybody was stuck inside. And a lot of projections had a lot of companies hiring way more developers, way more everything. And suddenly everybody went back to work. And although gaming has remained big, it's still, you know, it's not like everybody's stuck in their house on Steam anymore, you know? So they have to get rid of a lot of people.
Yeah, so
I don't know if have to get rid of a lot of people, but they chose to.
Yeah, no. Looking at the Wikipedia thing for it, because I think the last number we have is last year's final quarter was about 700 people. Looking at this chart,
quarter?
Yeah, the last quarter of 2025, 700 people were laid off.
In the entire industry?
According to the Wikipedia page.
Okay.
So wherever there's missing. The biggest spike in this. So the second biggest number on here was quarter 4 of 2023, where 3,256 people were laid off. That's the second largest number. The largest number was the quarter after, the first quarter of 2024, where 8,600 people were laid off, over double the number.
Oh, fuck.
Yep. Layoffs seem to have been kind of on a decline recently, it looks like, going off this data. Because for most of like late 2024 to middle 2025, it was like roughly like 1,750, and that started decreasing to 1,300 for quarter 3, and then 700 for quarter 4. So there's less recently.
Oh, I'm seeing. Well, I guess according to Variety, 1/3. Get out of here.
Yeah, 1/3.
1/3. I got to pop up. 1/3 of the entire video game industry was laid off over 2024, 2025.
That's insane.
That's like the huge number. That's where like the quarter 4, first quarter of 2024 is a huge number where 8,600 people were laid off.
Damn.
But don't worry.
Right. And yet
but don't worry, guys, because Xbox definitely isn't about to have a major problem with its restructuring, because Phil Spencer's retiring.
Not Phil Spencer.
Oh, is that good or bad?
He's my hero.
I don't know. I don't.
So Phil is at least, like people say, and I kind of agree, is that he's kind of responsible for the like downward spiral of Xbox's hardware, right?
Okay.
But because there was rumors that the person that was going to replace him, Sarah Bond, was like basically being trained to be a successor. She's also gone. She's resigning. So in response, they're putting the head of the AI executive department, Asha Sharman, in charge, is going to be the new CEO of Microsoft Gaming, who is currently the president of Microsoft's core AI product. And then Xbox Game Studio head Matt Booty is being promoted to the chief content officer. It will work closely. And they have a specific statement where, oh God, I want to get the quote exactly. Give me a second. Because they made a statement on that they're going to keep AI out, right? Okay, so here it is.
Sure.
Okay, so
they already aren't. What do you mean they're going to keep AI out? They're already failing.
No, okay, so it's like starting. It's the quote I'm quoting is it starts third future of play. We're witnessing the reinvention of play, right? To meet the moment, we will invent new business models and new ways to play by leaning into what we already have. Iconic teams, characters, and worlds that people love. But we will not treat these worlds as static IP to milk and monetize. We will build a shared platform and tools that empower developers and players to create and share their own stories. As monetization and AI evolve and influence this future, we will not chase short-term efficiency or flood our ecosystem with soulless AI slop. Games are and always will be art, crafted by humans and created with the most innovative technology provided to us. So,
shut up.
So, Microsoft is going all in on AI, and this is the quote we have, where they reference in this thing multiple times. In this quote, where they're talking about video games being art, where they say they'll use the most innovative technology, and use tools that empower developers. You mean the like super AI crazed Microsoft will definitely? That's not what they're totally not talking about using AI to help in any way in these quotes, right?
Yeah, it's such a weird. Why would you even like? Nobody believes that. And you know what's weird is, like, I don't know who that message was for particularly, because the people who play the games, or I guess yeah, okay, so Microsoft Gaming, and so the gamers don't believe you, and anybody like, we'll say shareholders, they want you to talk about AI. They want you to include AI in everything. So I don't know who that message is for at all. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know if anybody. I saw the devs of GTA 6 maybe were saying that they don't use AI for anything, which cool. But the more and more as time goes on, I think AI is here to stay. Like,
I mean, AI is absolutely
even if we don't like it, it's too cost efficient. Well, it's not. It has the potential to be too cost efficient for anybody to pass up. So, yeah, I don't. Dang.
They've put AI in like a Paint and Notepad, haven't they? Like Microsoft has put that there, but yeah, no, sure, they definitely won't go after their $100 million games to cut costs or anything.
I have to turn off Copilot every time I start doing editing. Like I can't. I need to. I couldn't find the start switch to make it not turn on automatically. Ugh. Well, I mean, it's. I guess it sucks in video games, but it'll be. I was actually thinking of an idea involving AI. If you're done, do you have anything else on that specifically?
On that's kind of the end, the big thing, because that just broke like a few hours ago. So, but I'm very interested to see what we're gonna get in the next like few weeks from Xbox.
Yeah, because this is Blizzard. Well, hold on. He oversees a massive portfolio, including Bethesda, Blizzard, King. Ugh. That's a lot. My thing can wait. What else you got?
Those were the big things. There was the HighGuard website being shut down. I'm not even sure if did it ever come back. Because
let's check.
Because the HighGuard website got shut down like 3 days ago for some amount of time, and people were like, "It's so over. Like the game is dying."
I keep popping into the subreddit for HighGuard, and they can't decide if they want the game to succeed or if they're over it. Like they can't. Like before, it was all that fake praise. Like this game's great, just don't hate on it, just don't do this and that. And now they've kind of settled in. It works. The site works. It's an all new PvP raid shooter. Follow and subscribe. HighGuard, Wildlight Entertainment.
Yeah, because along with it closing down, we also figured out that the biggest investor for HighGuard was Tencent.
Is that a for sure confirmed thing?
From what I understand, yes, it was confirmed. But
so you're telling me that this game not only got people talking about it a month before release, had 100,000 players the first day, and had backing from Tencent, and then they still blame the players for not thinking it's a good game, for the like failure that it was?
No, it's all Jeff's fault.
It was all Jeff's fault. That jerk, how dare he promote our game that had nothing super interesting going for it.
What is HighGuard at right now? What has it fallen to? Do you think we're below 1,000 players yet?
I think it was at sub 500 the last time I saw.
Oh,
I know it was for sure sub 500.
It's at 1,005 right now. Its peak was 12.
It's coming back up.
The peak was 1,200. Yeah, no, its lowest point was, and I can see it's like a few days ago, where it dipped to 450 players. So, you know.
You know, I would feel worse if the devs, because they keep saying, or they were saying stuff for a while, and they were just so fucking like victims. Oh, you guys hated our game. Jeff did it. Everything is everybody else's fault but ours. We said it last time, and we'll keep saying it. You tried to get into the most like competitive genre that's only dominated by old head games and games with IPs that are also old head IPs. Like you tried to punch up so high. So you know what? I guess there's like a good job. Like you gave it your best shot. Maybe it'll come around, because I know they added 5v5 and they're trying to change a whole bunch of stuff, but it might be too little too late. I'm not playing it.
I can't play it.
Yeah, you guys couldn't play. You didn't have a secure boot, right?
Yep.
I haven't installed it. It's still sitting in a box over there. All my new stuff.
I was wondering, because we got a comment on our last video of somebody saying something like, how can you talk bad about a game without even reviewing it? And I was wondering if they were, or without even playing it, I was wondering if they were talking about HighGuard. But I think they were talking about that Relooted game and just didn't understand that I wasn't talking bad about that game. I was talking bad about the chud reaction to it.
Oh,
so they never responded. Yeah, they might have just listened to the first little bit of me talking about the negative reviews and then clicked off to write an angry message. So sorry if you did that, but maybe get into some media literacy. Maybe finish out the segment. Or respond to me. I asked, what the fuck are you talking about? And they never responded.
Because you're too violent, Fliz. You're too violent.
That's not what I said. I just said, to which game are you referring? And they never responded. They were afraid of my...
They forgot.
They forgot.
They were too angry in the moment. They forgot to remember which game for later.
Oh my God. People are... I can't take comments seriously. There was just like there was a FGC player. I can't remember his name, but he just got detained by ICE. recently.
I heard about that. Yeah.
And all the pro players, all the tournament players, people who knew him they're like trying to start a GoFundMe, which I don't know if starting giving them money is the correct answer, but like they're just showing their support of somebody they know. And the comments are all so nasty on Twitter, like, he's illegal, just get rid of him. Like, okay. Like, that's not really... I thought the FGC was supposed to be like a meritocracy that accepts anyone as long as you got hands. You know what I'm saying? But...
Well, I think it's like...
We're not going to get political.
I think it's like he'd lived here a long time. He even graduated from a high school in America. I'm pretty sure.
I think it was literally the consensus I saw was that it was an expired visa. Like he just didn't renew his visa in time. He wasn't like committing crimes and horrible things in the name of fighting games. He was just here
in
too
the name
long,
of fighting games.
It's just weird. Like, and everybody said he was like the nicest guy. I don't know why they would take him away. It's just, I don't know. I don't know what we're doing in this country. Anyways, you got anything else?
The last little bit is so Crimson Desert releases next month, right?
What's that?
That is the guys behind Black Desert Online. They're doing like that huge, like hot. Like they promised a lot for it, but it's supposed to be like this really grand, like action RPG type game. I've shown you
a dragon.
I've shown you a few trailers, I think.
Oh no, they're doing like a sci-fi fantasy mashup. I don't know if I'm about that anymore. Anyway,
but they've had to specify. I've seen a few posts that they're like, it's gonna be a full price game. No microtransactions. Like, won't have microtransaction. It's a definitive, like a full experience. And then that all of the in-game dialogue is recorded by real actors, real voice actors, and it's not AI. There's this like weird astroturfing thing where people are like, these guys made a Korean MMO was made, so they clearly cannot just do a full price game without either trying to cut corners or nickel and dime you the entire way through.
So we're expecting it to just there's something weird going on here. Because we can't trust it.
Because it's also, if you look at the trailer, people are like, "There's no way this game is real." Like, there's like definitely some skepticism that this game is like a fake video game. That all the trailers aren't real. That I've seen more than a few people say, just because of how much this game is promising. So I'm very interested to see what it's going to be like when it launches next month.
I mean, it looks like a game. The only thing I'm noticing right off the bat is like every clip, the guy's feet are clipping through the floor. Every single clip in this trailer, everybody's feet are clipping through the floor. So I don't know what that means. This does look like a lot. This is like, what was that game we saw, Ananta, where we're like, how can this have everything in it? What's going on here?
There was a slapping mini game in it.
Yeah.
That's what I was like, because it's like, I love this game to be real, but it's either A, some of this isn't real, and they're lying about thing, B, everything's going to be super shallow, or C, you have Game of the Year on your hands. And one of these is probably less likely than the others. But I'm very interested to see what the consensus is like once embargoes lift and we start getting reviews for Crimson Desert. Because I've been keeping my eye on it.
When's that come out?
March 19th.
March
19th.
Okay. Boy, March is a big month. Didn't we talk? Isn't March like the beginning of the gaming fiscal year?
It's the end,
quote unquote. I think.
It's the end of Japan's physical quarter. I know that.
Okay.
So there's a lot of things that get pushed out at the end of March or to meet March. I think that's why Wilds released what it did last year, is to meet that quarter. I just don't know when in March is the end. I don't know if it's the beginning of the month or the end of the month. But I know that's part of the reason we always get a bunch of releases in March.
Cool. I guess we'll keep an eye on this maybe fake game. What was the other fake game? Mind's Eye? That was the fake one.
That was the fake.
You still buy that? That was the fake one.
You know, because we got
I kind of want to play it.
Are you sure?
70% off. Yeah, I love terrible things. It's my favorite to shit on something that everybody hates as well. Yeah, everybody hates this. No, it's got mostly positive.
You know, do you guys remember that game that I talked about, Brighter Shores? That MMO, like RuneScape-esque game? Dude, their latest update like murdered that game. I don't know if you saw.
Oh no.
Like
what happened?
It's called the Milestone. I don't exactly know what happened, but I just read that they pretty much just reset everyone and just casually reset everyone. If you look at some of the playtime on these reviews, like this guy has 3,600 hours. If I was that person, I would just start crying. If they just reset my character just to make it so leveling up is more interesting for the second go around, I would be so mad.
I love this negative unit. It just says there's too many updates.
Yeah. Because I played the game when it came out and I thought it was like pretty cool. It just needed more work and it was very like chill, relaxing game. And they have like a little little pass screen where it shows you like what content that you have access to, whether you're a free member or premium pass member. And I looked at it again because it's on here and it hasn't changed. It's exactly the same. And there's like no new area. And this game released like a year and a half ago. And as far as I can tell, I think they released like 2 professions and that's it. Like there's not really anything else to it. And it seems like people are just kind of like done with there not being anything new to do. So I don't know. You mentioned that, so I wanted to bring up something I saw the other day.
Oh. Yeah, I think I'll just stick to WoW and Final Fantasy. Like these other Memorpigas just don't hit quite right. I'm
Ashes, dude.
What's that one?
Once the lawsuit settle, it's gonna be huge. We just need $140 million more dollars.
Yeah, ashes of litigation. We're doing it.
For the ashes, a new lawsuit will be born.
Oh, it's so good.
Well, shit. When are we gonna have some really good news?
Wolverine
Aspire 2.
I'm telling you, when Wolverine comes out, all of her problems will be solved.
I just can't.
Studio shuts down
like
after it releases. Is the fucking thing I'm expecting at the rate we're going.
They wouldn't dare.
They would absolutely dare.
No.
Do you find you like? Are you genuinely excited for that, or like, do you find yourself getting more excited for like a single player shorter experience like that, or for like a big name thing coming out? Like
I pretty much completely ignore most of the big name things. Wolverine,
really,
I'm actually super excited for. Yeah,
I mean, Wolverine's one of the big things.
That one I'm excited for as an exception, because one, like, just superhero games in general are like, there's not very many good ones. They don't come out. It's very hard to find.
I think there's a lot. All the Spider-Man games are pretty baller. Like all the character action games that they put out with IPs are usually pretty good.
And what do you have? Like name them.
Oh, I don't play them, but I remember Spider-Man 2 on PlayStation was pretty damn good.
Yeah, because you have Spider-Man, Spider-Man Miles Morales, and Spider-Man 2.
And Batman, all the Arkham games.
Yeah, and those came out how long ago?
Oh, I'm not. You didn't mention a time factor here.
But yeah, I'm saying Batman Arkham Knight came out over 10 years ago. Like, they don't come out that often. It's not very common. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But you said they're bad.
Yeah.
You said they're all bad.
There's just not
and
many
I
of
said they're pretty good. Yeah.
no, I said like very like good superhero games don't come out very often. It's very, very
Yeah,
rare.
you can drop the good qualifier for that. They're just kind of rare in general. It's like mech games. There's not many of
Well,
them.
I'm sorry.
I mean,
I'm not going to play My Hero Ultra Rumble. Like,
But we had so much fun.
No, I'm not going to play it.
Apparently, like unlocking characters is a total scam in that game and costs like absurd amount. There's some maybe max leveling. There's something with the characters in the game that's like way too expensive for what it is, and it's a scam.
Does Marvel Rivals count for
Or
like
like Suicide Squad. I'm not. I hated it.
but
I tried
Suicide
it.
Squad
I gave it the benefit of
failed.
the doubt, and I thought it was garbage. No,
I mean, there was
it's
Dispatch.
literally Dispatch. Yeah, but
Yeah,
Suicide
which
Squad
I
failed as
liked.
a movie at first. It failed as a game. It's literally a comic about failures.
okay.
Like, I don't, and it had one good movie, although it was kind of the director and not the content itself.
people like Midnight Suns,
Whatever.
right?
Yeah, Midnight Suns, Marvel Snap.
Midnight Suns okay. It just sucks that it has like all their it has a lot of microtransactions, and the game ran really terribly when it came out. So that like really hampered the experience for it.
I mean, there's also
Cosmic Invasion. People like that.
like the Lego games too, right?
I don't like the Lego
Yeah.
games actually. I actually don't like Lego games.
I'm just mean like
Me
general
neither, but
consensus. Like they're not my biggest
I've
thing.
heard they're good. I've never heard bad things about them.
Yeah, I'm just not a fan of the Lego games.
You could argue the
Right, I
prototype
think
games.
Prototype games are really good. Yeah, those are totally superhero games.
What about Devil May Cry?
That's
What about we're just gonna name all the games now.
But Prototype
character
was
action games.
2009 and Prototype 2 was 2012. Like
What about Incredible Hulk Ultimate Destruction?
yeah, that was one of my favorite superhero games of all time. Dude, like when you would find that building in the city that you could break, oh my god. Like I would just stop whatever I was doing just to break it. Like I'm not saying that they don't like good superhero games aren't a thing. I'm just saying they don't come by very often. Like, and we're having like a resurgence of superheroes, which is why like it's happening more and more slowly but surely. But generally, it is just not really a thing. It doesn't happen all that much. I've played like all of them that are out that I want more. So that's why I'm excited for Wolverine.
yeah, that's what I say. It's just the fact that Wolverine is a pretty big thing because it's one of the things I always see people asking for at these events we watch. It's like, where's Wolverine? Where's Wolverine?
Yeah, no, I'm excited for that. But other than that, like, I don't really play many AAA games. Like, it just doesn't really happen.
Expensive.
I don't spend the money on them most of the time.
Did you know in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, there's a Monster Hunter DLC character
Ooh,
with the great sword and the dual blades? They have all the combos. I did not know that. That's pretty cool.
well, yeah. I mean, it's Capcom. You gotta fight the Monster Hunter.
I think Street Fighter 6 is outselling Monster Hunter at this point.
Yeah, Street Fighter 6 has a some
Anyways.
huge resurgence, or not? Yeah, I guess resurgence. I don't know. It's really, really
It just
big right now. I don't know what caused it.
It's huge in Japan.
Is that what it
yeah,
is?
Japan is really about it. And then
Yeah.
also there was the whole pay-per-view thing, which apparently is normal. Like they're used to that, paying for the Capcom Cup or whatever on pay-per-view there.
Yeah,
But they just dropped the price from $40 to $10.
yeah. I think they also said you get a skin too if you buy it.
I mean, plus,
Maybe.
new constant passes, the yearly passes for fighting games keeps people around and coming back throughout the year.
Yeah.
Plus new people getting.
I wonder if they'll. Oh, go ahead.
Just new people getting put in, like new blood, picking up the game, even during year 3, 4, whatever we're on.
All right, beautiful. Well, if you made it, this will be at the end of the first one. If you made it this far, thank you so much for listening. We appreciate it. We thank y'all for the comments and the ratings on Spotify and Apple and the likes on YouTube. I saw there's a hype feature. I don't know what that does, but you can press that button. And maybe I'm ready for Slay the Spire 2. That's all I want to play now. I guess, if you have any questions or comments, please hit us up at giantenemycrabpod@gmail.com. Other than that, I guess we'll catch you next time.
Oh, goodbye.
Why?